they have agreed to hold another meeting during the G20 summit in Osaka, and they will exchange opinions about the fundamental issues between China and the US. The delegations will carry out diligently the decisions of the two leaders and prepare for the meeting coming in the G20 summit in Osaka. Next question, please. Thank you. I'm with China Daily. The Trade Chamber of China, Japan has proposed an improvement of the environment by giving equal treatment to Chinese and foreign enterprises. What is the comment? We have noticed that China-Japan Trade Chamber has published yesterday the 2019 White Book. In the press conference, it is said that the Japanese enterprises working in China will continue to carry out their business in China. This will be their top priorities. According to the White Book, 48% of the Japanese enterprises working in China now expect to extend their business scale, and that is higher than the previous year's level. This means that they are still very confident in doing business in China. Also, according to the same document, Japanese enterprises are looking forward to an ever larger opening up of the Chinese market. And by the end of this year, China will publish a new version of the negative list for the whole country and also the free trade zones. And for the law on foreign investment that will go into effect by the 1st of January 2020, it is said that we will give equal treatment to the foreign enterprises doing business in China and also participating in the public purchasing in China. We will always take into consideration the rational requirements of the foreign enterprises working in China so that we can give a very transparent and predictable environment for the foreign enterprises working in the country. Thank you. I'm from the US. I want to ask a question about the relaunching of the negotiation between China and US for the trade. Is it still based on the several principles proposed by Vice Premier Liu He before? And the second question, according to China, Xinhua News Agency, the two state leaders of China and the US will discuss about and also exchange their opinions about the fundamental issues between the two countries. So according to you, what are those fundamental issues? Thank you for your question. As to the first question, for the basic principles and the position of China in those negotiations, we are always very consistent. We have to settle properly those questions and issues. Moving forward, we will continue to bring out new dialogues upon the request of the two state leaders. For the latest news, we will give you a timely report. And the second question about the fundamental issues, please give that question to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China. Next question, please. Thank you. We have noticed that US has started an audit about the added tariff on a value of $300 billion of Chinese goods. After the imposition of the tariffs, there will be a big shock to the consumers in the US and also the manufacturing sector in the US because they are also reliant on the imported goods coming from China. So what is the comment of MOFCOM in this regard? We have noticed that in recent days, the retailers, importers, manufacturers in the US have expressed their opposition to the adding of tariffs towards the China exported goods. And they have also said that the newly added tariffs will bring more worries and create new problems for their families and also the manufacturers in the U.S. Those unilateral measures taken by the U.S. side will bring bad news and also give very negative impact on the China-U.S. trade. We hope that on the basis of mutual trust and cooperation is the only way out. Along with the trade fight, the unilateral imposing of tariff will not help. We hope that the U.S. will consider the voice of different walks of life and consider the core interests of the two people and also that of the whole world. Next question, please. Thank you. I'm with Hong Kong Business Daily. Also a question about U.S.-China trade. Is it possible that we can have a consensus after the negotiation? And are you optimistic about the outcome of the negotiation? And has Lighthizer ever said, we know that Mr. Lighthizer has said that it's not working with a dialogue with China. And what is your comment with his words? For the first question, I have already given an answer before. The Chinese delegation will continue to carry out the requirements of the two state leaders, and we will prepare everything for the coming communication between the two sides during the G20 summit in Osaka. For the second question, if we can cooperate between the two countries, then both of us will be winners, otherwise both losers. We have already received very clear guidance, and we hope that all the guidelines could be carried out perfectly. Next question, please. The latest version of the negative list, will it be published next week? And to what extent will it be shortened? And mainly in what areas? According to Premier Li Keqiang, in the Boao Forum, before the end of June, we will modify and publish again the new version of the negative list. The negative list for the investment of foreign capital in China and also in the free trade zones. We want to expand those accessible areas for foreign investment. Nowadays, we are proceeding with the latest version, and the latest version will come out before the end of this month.